Can you tell me at what part in the process you decide that you need to go for round two? Is it while you're making the first one, or was there a certain point after it became successful that you're like, this is it, we're doing it?
First, it's Spider-Man. It will never go away. Comic books has been, Spider-Man started 50 years ago and will continue for another 100 because this character touched our hearts because he's very much like us. The suit is, the powers are a metaphor. A fireman has the same metaphor. A cop, emergency room physician, an EMS guy, or just a man in the street that is trying to help someone in trouble. So he is the symbol of that. So obviously it makes sense, and of course commercial sense. I mean, it's a giant enterprise. But the stories are endless, absolutely endless, and they all have enough moral fortitude. They have enough of what we care about. It has one of the greatest love stories. Here's a girl who wouldn't want to have Emma Stone. And she's smart. She is a today girl, no longer just like, she's smart, like today's women. They are educated and so on, and we see it. So all of a sudden, what we talk about four walls, it is four walls. And the relationships between them, even within the movie, they have a villain now that is power of God. And his power is the power of God. And how do you fight it? How do you fight electricity? It's very hard to do. But these two very smart kids who are very much in love have to come up with a scientific solution. It's like today's military. You cannot just sit there and shoot bullets and try to find ways to prevent it. There's a lot of preventive munitions going on there. And all this thing appears on a background of a happy, funny, in love, looking forward to life. I am Spider-Man, not in a tragic way. I don't have a choice. No, I have a choice. And I want to be it. And I love it. And I sit on the roof and I look at all these people here. You know what? I'm a good guy.
It sounds like you really believe in all of this stuff, and I mean fans do too, because that's why we keep wanting more. So like, what do you say to the people that's like, enough is enough, we don't need any more, when clearly there's a demand and want for it?
I can tell you after many, many years of doing it, they don't mean it. Here's what they do, and it's passion, okay? And I start my day reading the boards, and you have to be pretty thick-skinned to sometimes, but you have to understand where it's coming from. At the ripe age of 66, having done it for too many years, or not too many years, for many years, it's the thing that you get out of, you have a final, and you study, and this is your favorite subject, and now you go in and you come home and someone says, how did you do? And you go, I don't know. I think I failed. One of my daughters always did it. She said, come on, I blew it. You know what? She used to get me with it. Like, really? Don't worry, you'll do better than A. It's like inside, you kind of wish to have it, but by not calling it too early. And that's how they look at our enterprise at Marvel. They're like so passionate, they're so afraid that, like, I don't know if it will work. What do you think? I don't know. And it started. Social networks. And people are starting to talk. Oh, I love it. No, I don't know. The shoe fell over the heel. I mean, but that's why this kind of movies are doing so incredibly well.
So how is it having it on your shoulders to decide whether to go on and the format with which to keep going?
I consider Spider-Man and some other superheroes phenomena. And as we know, phenomena is definition cannot be explained. Just touch a chord. And we are now dealing with 4 generations. I remember Sam Raimi said, we were in the streets of New York, and he said, look around. Spider-Man now has more movie fans than comic book fans. Obviously.
Look at what's happened to
reaches-
Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Movie realm now.
You know, I was walking around yesterday because I have something else at Comic-Con. Comics. We moved to, sitcoms are coming. It's like hysterical.
Do you think
But-
that's kind of like just how it's going now? Because like you said before, the comic could stretch on, and it's almost like the movies are now going to continue that tradition.
Well, I think it's the biggest introduction of anywhere in the world of movie properties, and now genre shows, or non-genre shows, literally. I walked to Hall Age yesterday for something, and I couldn't believe it. I wouldn't tell you what I was seeing there, but it was, really? That belongs here? Really? They call it Comic-Con. Anyhow, it became a platform that elevated our universe to a place that it's everybody's universe. It's no longer a bunch of geeks. Because you cannot make $1 billion in a movie with geeks alone. There are a lot of us, but not enough to do that. So it really became a form of entertainment. It's trusted. Spider-Man is trusted. Trusted by families, trusted by parents. I think it's a mirror image of life, the way it is for most of us. And I think nothing is more comforting in life than to see one's hardship and say, I'm not alone. It happened. It seems okay. Yeah, the gig. Look the girl he has. Whoa, maybe I should open the physics book. Maybe there is something to it. And that would give it continuity. So the courage is about the only fear is doing it wrong. Because then it's the wrath of God. Wow. Okay.
So not necessarily doing it wrong, but even with your massive resume, how beloved Spider-Man is, the great cast, as a producer, is there ever any time where someone tells you no and you gotta find a different way to get something done? On this movie specifically?
I have to say that Sony specifically, the day took me a long time to sell Spider-Man, believe it or not. So it will be 2 phone calls and an auction. Over a year to just place it. And Amy Pascal, who used to be the chick flick lady, said to me, I don't want to be a chick flick girl anymore. And today she knows comics like you wouldn't believe. And her passion, creative energy, when in doubt, she will opt for what's right. She'll fight for the right thing to make the best movie one can make because of the volume. And she loves Spider-Man. And once you have a family, you love Spider-Man. It's like my grandson, I don't know, knew nothing. I couldn't say Spider-Man. And I don't know, my daughter got him Spider-Man clothing, not because of me, just because it was comfy. It's like bubble guppies. I don't know, And that way it starts. It starts that we all find this character real, endearing, trustworthy, and we can go along with him and realize, you know what? Life is great. It's optimism.